May is Brain Tumor Awareness Month, and this weekend a special event is bringing hope and critical funding to help brain tumor patients in Michigan.
And the American Brain Tumor Association is hosting that event. Every year, they help more than 190,000 patients and their families with support and resources.
Tomorrow is their 12th annual 5K, followed by their Brews and Chews event. Our own Darnell Blackburn going to be the MC of this. Joining us in studio this morning is Larry Berg from the association and survivor Karrie Stone. So good to have you here. And Karrie, we're going to talk about your story in just a moment, but Larry, tell us about your journey as well and about the event.
Yep. I got involved with the American Brain Tumor Association about 12 years ago. As 14 years ago, my daughter, as a young teenager, was diagnosed with a brain tumor, pilocytic astrocytoma, and went through multiple surgeries, chemos, etc. Unfortunately, she passed away this January with a glioblastoma, stage 4. So I've been very, very involved with the American Brain Tumor Association to make a difference for her and our brain tumor community. It's such an important thing to be on here today to showcase what we're doing. This weekend, we have our BT5K, as you highlighted, our 12th annual BT5K, which starts at 8 o'clock in Kensington Metro Park. And then we have our Brews and Chews as we transition into the afternoon with Beer Cider Music Festival, started about noon on Saturday.
I have to imagine just that coming together of the entire community, whether you're a survivor or you have a loved one living with a brain tumor or lost a loved one, just being in that community of like minds is probably very comforting.
It is.
You have lived through having brain surgery.
Yes. And I'm very blessed to be here. I was given 2.5 years at DX diagnosis in 2012. I've had 63 rounds of radiation. I've had 15 hours of surgery awake.
Awake?
Oh my gosh.
Awake.
What was that like?
That was surreal, actually. I didn't know what to expect, but they gave me a choice because I'm claustrophobic of a mint tent while they operated or a clear tent. I chose a clear tent, but somebody failed to tell me that there was a mirror above the OR table. So when they do surgery, you're put into like a cranium device with screws, and they kind of tie you down so you're not moving while they're doing surgery. And then the day before, they did an 8-hour speech baseline. We all have different speech patterns. And they flashed cards in front of me, in black and white cards. And then during surgery, they did them in the same order. We signed legal paperwork that I would lose my speech, 92% chance. And I lost it for 7 minutes during surgery. And by the grace of God, it came back. But we do know that it's grown back interlaced in my speech since then. And so we know.
Is there a reason that you are kept awake during brain surgery like that?
Yes, because they try not to impact your speech. So when you speak, they can tell based off that speech baseline
how it's going,
if they're going to impact that. So I do remember
a lot. You are a survivor.
There's over 120 different types of brain tumors. So every one is unique in its approach, which is why it's so important from a fundraising standpoint and a research grant standpoint to be able to do this. We're actually sponsoring, in behalf of my daughter, a $100,000 glioblastoma research grant with the American Brain Tumor Association.
That's fantastic.
And mine's an astrocytoma, and will eventually, they say, become a glioblastoma. So my next surgery, I'll lose speech permanently because it's interlaced.
Unless you just keep being a survivor and defying those odds. We're going to pray for that.
That's right.
Larry, just last thing, the fundraiser tomorrow, more details on this, and I would assume this is like very important for the overall effort when it comes to the monetary.
Yeah,
absolutely. So you can go to abta.org to get more information and then go on to the Michigan race to sign up.
Not too late.
Not too late at all. You can come the morning of.
Oh, great.
And Kensington Metro Park is huge, so there's plenty of room for more folks to come out.
And it's in Martindale Beach in Kensington Metro Park. And there'll be a
8 a.m. for the race, and for those of us that may just want to show up for the Chews and Brews,
noon.
And you don't have to run. You can walk, or you can just stand and watch.
Absolutely. You can enjoy that wonderful afternoon
Absolutely.
that
But raise
Ashley's
money.
going to give us.
Yeah.
Yes,
raise
absolutely.
money for a very important cause and such important research. So
And the education people will learn from it is pretty
Absolutely.
incredible.
Learning what we've learned this morning has been
Fantastic.
amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your
you.
stories.
Yeah.
I know
Thank
it's
you for
tough.
having us.
yep, good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
We'll be right back.